Yo, what is going on everybody? It's Juan Solo here with A Squad Gaming and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the different rarities of items in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, mainly the weapons, but this definitely stems over into the gear pieces because the gear pieces share the same rarity classifications as the weapons, but I want to give you guys examples of the weapons in today's video. So real quick before we jump into it, if you go on to enjoy this video, a like rating would be super appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any of my Ghost Recon Breakpoint uploads. Almost 80% of you guys that are actually watching my videos are not currently subscribed, so if you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things with Ghost Recon Breakpoint moving forward. So the first item rarity you're going to be coming across in Ghost Recon Breakpoint is standard. So this really doesn't have a color. If you wanted to give it a color, I would definitely say white, but this is the rarity that you're going to be coming across at the very early stages of the game. It doesn't have anything tied to the weapon. They're just base versions of the weapons. Now moving on, the next one you're going to be coming across is green, which is improved, and this has one perk tied to the item, and it's usually a low rolled stat. Like you guys can see here in this example, we have the FRF2 improved, which is the green variant, and it has plus 4% damage to drones, which overall really isn't that bad, especially with the amount of drones that are in this game, and you should start seeing this item rarity drop right around level 15 gear score. Now moving along, we have the blue rarity, which is the advanced, and this is going to have two perks tied to the item that are going to be a little bit higher, and for an example here, we have the F40 handgun, which has plus 10 mobility and minus 10% technique cooldown, and overall that's not a bad roll, and this is also a 132 gear score, so that might also impact of what rolls you're going to be getting on those blue items, but you should expect to see these items start dropping right around level 40 gear score. Next we have the purple rarity, which is going to be the high-end items, and this has two perks tied to it as well, but they're going to be higher rolled perks. For example, you can see on this P90 here that we have plus 15 meters automatic marking and plus 20 range, which plus 20 range on this weapon is actually quite good, being that it's a submachine gun, but you will get two perks on this weapon that should roll somewhere in the mid tier, not too low, not too high, but somewhere kind of right in the mid tier of the rolls, and this should start dropping right around level 70 or 75 gear score. Next we have the yellow rarity, which is going to be the elite rarity, and this has two perks tied to the item that are going to be maxed out. As an example, you guys can see here we have the M4A1, and I will say this right now, this thing is my baby right now. It is fully maxed out with upgrades, so it is a Mark III version of the M4, and I got the elite version, and it has a minus 30% technique cooldown and plus 30 accuracy, and these are going to be the best of the best when it comes to normal weapons in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You're going to want to strive for these, and these should start dropping right around level 110 gear score, and the elite versions of all the weapons are going to be the most optimized weapons. It all depends on what role you get on what perks. And now moving on to the last rarity in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, I'm not sure if this comes to gear pieces or it's only on weapons. I've only found it on weapons right now. I have not found any gear pieces with this rarity, and this is the gold rarity, which is the signature, which has unique perks that are tied to the item. For example, you guys can see here we have the G28 Scout Wolves Edition, and this is actually an item that you can get out of the battle rewards just by doing some faction missions, and I believe this is only level 3 in the battle rewards, so it shouldn't take that long to get, but you will notice over on the left hand side that this says that it has bonuses at night, and if you're somebody that likes to operate at night, this is going to definitely be a good weapon for you. And I do have to say before we move on that this is probably one of the best looking weapons in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I really wish we could take the skin that's on this weapon and put it on other weapons, because I know there's a lot of you out there that would rather side with the wolves in Ghost Recon Breakpoint just because you love John Bernthal or you like what they're doing, or who knows what reason, but they have some really cool gear and some really cool weapons. And another example of the signature weapons, we have the Sava M93, which this is actually the weapon that you get from killing Rosebud, which is one of Walker's lieutenants, and this thing is an absolute beast, and you will notice up in the left hand corner that it ignores enemy armor, so when you're taking down heavies, when you're going up against wolves and you want to use a sniper rifle, this is the rifle that you want to use, because all of those enemies are using heavy armor, and this basically ignores those armor. You can take down a heavy in one shot. You can take down most wolves that are undetected in one shot. It is a very powerful weapon, and like I said at the start of the video, guys, do take note that all of these rarities do tie in with the gear pieces because they share the same preferences, I guess you could say. You're still going to have white, green, blue, purple, and yellow items in the gear pieces, but I'm not 100% sure if there's any signature gear pieces. I haven't found any yet, but overall that's pretty much going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys learned something, you guys are excited about finding some kick-ass weapons and gear in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, make sure to drop a like on the video, and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on the latest information surrounding Ghost Recon Breakpoint on the channel moving forward. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.